Hey, chickadees, welcome into today's episode of MoJo Mysticism. We are rounding out the week this week, and we have a 3-card pull that came up. So 3 cards have already come out with another card that is a clarifying card, and that card actually is the one that belongs in the first position in the story that our guides are telling us today. So, first card, card number 7. This is I should tell you first, before I do this, we are working out of the Oracle of the 7 Energies by my future friend, 𝗘𝗡𝗗𝗏 Reed. So, Colette, thank you. Thank you for all the work you do in the world, and I appreciate it personally. So, okay, so the first card, this is actually the 4th card that came out, and it was the clarifying card for this 3-card pull, but it actually sets up the story. So, the deep breath, this is the card number 7, a deep breath. This is about the hesitation we get just before we jump into something new, right? It's sometimes we tend to freeze up, hesitate. Your muscles can kind of you can feel that lactic acid in I can anyway, feel that lactic acid built up in my muscle tissue, and it's like, okay, something's about to happen, or I'm about to commit to taking the next step, whatever that happens to be for you. A deep breath. So take a deep breath as we go through this reading, because the first of the 3 cards is card number 46. Now, before I even show you this card, I'm going to back up a minute, because a deep breath is a card that is associated with the root chakra. So this is our seat of abundance and our seat of basically our incarnation here on this planet, just being here in 3 dimensions. That is what the root chakra represents, and that is why we have a tendency to kind of seize up a little bit, right? It's our body saying, wait a minute, wait, hang on, Molly, or whomever, insert name here, right? Wait just a minute. Take a breath, because this may be dangerous for you. And I want to remind you that I'm here to protect you. Like, all the gremlins get out, like, we're all here to protect you. And so for Pete's sake, do not do the thing you're thinking about doing. And certainly don't do it if you're being led to do it. If it's your intuition or your guides, or, do not do that, right? Those gremlins, it's their job to keep us small and to protect us, right? Oftentimes when we have to take a deep breath, that's who hops on board. They come from the back seat, they take over the driver's seat, and they shove you aside, right? You're lucky if you end up in the passenger seat. Half of the time I end up out of the car in the ditch on the side of the road somewhere. So, but that's what's happening. That's what a deep breath is for us. And so, that's a root chakra card. And then we get into the card that is the crown chakra card of this pull, which is the first of the 3 cards. This is card number 46, Uncharted Sea. So this is what happens. We take the deep breath, right? Because it's like, okay, wait a minute. I'm overwhelmed. I'm scared. Maybe in my case, what happens is I don't just get scared. I don't get teared. I don't get teared. I get sewn. No, I don't get teared. I get terrified. So I'm not just scared. It is like, it can be like that terror that just literally does seize you up, and sometimes it can take a little time to adjust to that. So if you're having a deep breath happen, your root chakra is getting activated, it may be because you're being asked to commit to the uncharted sea. Crown chakra card. This is all about thought, right? Are we committing to what is next for us? Are we committing to go out into the unknown? Maybe we don't have all the pieces and parts on the path, but we've got a direction, or we've got a tug, that intuitive hit that this is what I need to do next, whatever that is, okay? Or what I need to release even. Uncharted Sea. So that's our crown chakra card. And then we have the next two cards, which are both the third eye chakra card, these are both associated with light. The middle card is card number 39, Wish Upon a Star. This is putting our desires out there and just saying, hey, I am committing to it. This is what I want in my life, or this is who I want to be in my life. So I'm committing to that. I'm going to act as if, right? I'm going to wish upon that star, and I'm going to act as if that's actually my life while I'm in the uncharted sea. Taking the deep breath before I go, of course. And then the third card that they've given us today is card 38. This is endless possibilities. So this card is telling us that once we step out into the uncharted sea and we commit to the vision or the desire or whatever it is that we're being asked to actually give ourselves to, then and only then, with patience, we will see the endless possibilities that exist. And the road to the destination that we're on this uncharted sea to get to begins to unfold before us in a way that is just delightfully stunning and beautiful. But it's because we exist from this space of endless possibilities that come about because we wished upon a star and we made the commitment to go into the uncharted seas, even though we seized up a bit because we had to take a deep breath. The story is clear. Our guides, your guides, and my guides are very clear about this. Okay? This is what happens to us. So when the invitation comes, and the invitation comes in the form of a whisper of your intuition that just says, hey, you know what? This might be fun. That's how it can start. It can be that easy. It could also be, hey, you know what? Let's not go this route to the store today. Let's go a different route. That's also an intuitive hit. If you're like me and you ignore those whispers or those like, hey, let's just do this today, that voice will eventually get louder, or there will be consequences because they were protecting you from something. So let me tell you a quick and interesting story. So my wife, Tina, drove a Toyota Tacoma. It's a beautiful truck. We've had it 5 years or so. And we went clothes shopping, and we went to one store in a mall in downtown here. And I found a number of the things that I was looking for. She did not. And so she said, let's go to another store. And I said, okay, which one of those stores would you like to go to? Would you like to go to the one that we've always gone to, or go to another one that we haven't been to? And so we decided together to go to the one we hadn't been to yet. So being relatively new to this area, I put it in my GPS, and I drive a Prius, and so off we go in my little Prius. I call it my Threus because it's my third Prius. So off we go in the Threus. And I'm driving down the highway, and I'm looking, and I'm like, look at that. I think that was our exit. And it was our exit. And I literally hear the voice of my guide, who for me is always standing on my left, say, detour today. And I immediately thought, okay. And as I'm watching the exit go, and he's saying detour, they are saying detour, and I look over at Tina, who's looking at her phone. She says to me, I don't see the Venza I was interested in on the lot. And that's when I knew we were buying a car. Because here's the thing. The car dealer was the next exit where we would have to get off and turn around to come back to go to this particular store. I hear detour today. She says that. I know exactly what's going to happen. What I didn't know was that she had been interested in Toyota Venzas for a long time. We used to own one. We loved it. It's a great vehicle. And the one she had wanted, as I just said, it was not on the lot, but there was another one. So she was actually interested in going to look at it. Now, neither one of us have been serious about this at all. We get onto the lot. The Venza is gone. We don't know if it was sold or out on a test drive, and it doesn't matter. It was not available for us because it was not our car. We end up trading in the Tacoma for a Subaru Outback. And you Subaru Outback owners out there, let me know in the comments how much you love your Subaru Outback, or, if you've had issues with it. But everybody I've ever talked to loves their Outbacks. And I have always wanted an Outback. Now, I'm a grown woman of a certain age and never owned an Outback. It's not like I couldn't have bought an Outback. I bought many, many cars in my adult life. But I never had until this one. And she loves it, absolutely loves it. It solves all the challenges she was starting to have with the truck. And I love it because now we can cart all 3 dogs in one car, because we do have 3 dogs and they're big. Are you seeing a 3 theme? Three cars in the readings, my 3S and 3 dogs. I don't know. It's not a coincidence. So, sometimes life's going to throw you a curveball and you don't know what's going to happen until right when it happens. That's the point of this. And the point is that when you hear that detour today, or you sense that, or however you get that information, just go with it. Just go with it and enjoy the beautiful unfolding. So, yeah, Uncharted Sea, Endless Possibilities. Wish Upon a Star and Endless Possibilities are cards for today. And they definitely tell us a story, right? And if you get that seizing up, that deep breath, take that deep breath and then do it anyway. Feel the fear and move your feet. All right, chickadees, that's it for today. And that's a wrap for the week. So I hope you have a fabulous weekend. I will see you here next week with more Mojo Mysticism. Mwah.